detention center, rain is pouring down, and it has been 16th day since True Mother has been kept in detention center, and 120 members have gathered there to offer devotion together. With the Cheonshim Won devotion, they are gathering their devotion. After this, from 1 o'clock until 6 o'clock, North Gyeonggi District will offer devotion in relay for our True Mother. They'll be offering prayer for all of us, on behalf of all of us. And Summer University Church UPA cadets from October 5th, they walked. It has been yesterday. On October 7th at 6 p.m., they arrived. The first day, they walked and they slept in a sauna. The second day, they slept in Suwon Carb Center. And they walked and walked. And then 6 p.m. of October 7th, they arrived at detention center. They offered prayer and devotion with tears. I heard such report. Since the beginning until the last moment of arrival, for 3 days it was raining, and despite such rain, they offer prayer and devotion. So for these 4 UPA cadets have done such devotion, please give them a big round of applause. And some university Japanese student using this period of Chuseok holiday, from today until 2 days from now, 62 of Japanese students have come to offer special devotion. Please give them a big round of applause. They'll be here at the training center offering devotion for the next 2 days. Although it's holidays, HJ Heaven and Earth Cheonbo's training center have the main hall have filled with brothers and sisters. 636 trainees are here attending workshop. So this training center, the main hall of Cheonsongwali Palace, have filled with our brothers and sisters. We watched the video today. The day before Chuseok at night, for our True Mother, Spirituality Academy went there and offered intensive prayer with desperate heart. And on the day of Chuseok, the day when nobody can meet anyone in the detention center, they went close to True Mother and held intensive prayer. And hoping that their voices can be heard by True Mother's ear, they held such a desperate heart of devotion. And that I witnessed that thousands of members have watched through online. So Spiritual Academy, we didn't told them to do it because their heart is moved. They realize that they have to attend True Mother rather than joining with their family to spend this holiday. They offer prayer and devotion. And some church actually prepared. In Chuseok we prepare foods for our ancestors, and their churches actually prepare food for our True Mother to commemorate or to celebrate the Chuseok with True Mother, and they brought at the detention center to do it. So please give them a big round of applause. So all the members around the world, centering on True Mother, as we gather everyone's devotion, both spiritually and physically, as we resonate with spirit world. If we absolutely become one with Holy Mother Hana, all the spiritual things that are attacking you will be liberated very soon. Today, Kageyama Irina, our sister, you heard a song that you never heard before, which is Speaking to the Rain. Because we never heard before, it didn't come to our. We're not familiar with the song, but our sister Kageyama Irina, she did not major in music. In fact, she cannot even read the notes on the paper, but through YouTube, she learned how to play guitar. And as she played guitar, and as she attended spirituality workshops, she received music from heaven. And so she has reached the greatest number of viewers in YouTube. The famous song 엄마. Please go into Cheonshim Won TV and watch Kageyama Irina's song called Mother's Dream. I listened to that song for hours, and truly, I remember my mom and shed tears. It was truly a song that moved her, and she received such song from heaven and composed it, and she composed many songs already. Through the rain that was pouring down during this period, she prepared a song called Speaking to the Rain. The rain that began to pour is your tears. Who is that one who touched our wavering heart? So it was truly beautiful with beautiful lyric. She composed such beautiful song. Our brother Park Bo-sun, spirituality workshop trainee, shared his testimony. This workshop is second spirituality workshop for him. She attended fifth spirituality workshop. When we reported to mother that we held first spirituality workshop, she didn't meet trainee, first, second, third spiritual workshop. She didn't even meet fourth spirituality workshop trainees. But so I was thinking, would your mother meet fifth spirituality workshop? But upon hearing the spiritual workshop, True Mother called all the trainees at the Hundok room. For the first time, fifth spiritual workshop trainees were able to have audience with True Mother. When I read the testimony, I received a lot of grace. So I skipped everything and I tried to make time to offer report to True Mother. So I chose 5 people and let them give testimony to True Mother. For the staff, they actually told me that there were too many people who are reporting to True Mother. But what I said was I would not be reporting the general contents of the workshop, and instead I wanted our trainees to share their report. And it was an audience where Mother shed a lot of tears upon hearing the stories. And this person was one of those testimony givers. And President Kim Eung-tae's son also shared his testimony. And Mother shed many tears. And she said, do you know who is the one whom I've been looking for as my needle? It is a child who understands my heart, mother's heart. And she spoke those words, and she complimented fifth spiritual workshop trainees, and she gave the words of blessing that we need to create 5 more children like these fifth spiritual workshop trainees. So after attending such a workshop, having the audience with True Mother, he went into serve military. He joined the military service. So usually our second, when they join military service, they try to hide Unification Church. When I was a president of MA Federation, I tried to send Unification World, which is our newsletter, to all the soldiers at the time, our members who were working as soldiers, and there are actually a member who told me not to stop sending them because they had a hard time because of the fact that their comrades found out that he is the Unification member. But our brother Park Bo-sun revealed himself as a Unification member since he joined the military. Isn't he amazing? So within few days, at the training center, of the military. He brought 20 people to give divine principle lecture. He has stood up in a position to bring the wind. And throughout military service, he showed that he is a unification family, unification church member. And I believe he attended vigil even during the time of the service. So as he attended vigil, he has found a path to receive blessing again. So, to be honest, before second generation go to the military service, they must go attend spirituality workshop so that they can have the heart that the military is their own mission field where they can witness to many people. And once they do it, they can witness to many good people. Because they've been living with people next to them for 24/7 during that period. They were sleeping together, eating together. The reason why he was able to work in such a way is because he has deep-rooted his faith. As he went through spirituality workshop, he saw great vision. He was able to communicate with true Father. Even during at the time of vigil, a vigil that was most difficult for him, he was able to meet your Father. So when you offer vigil, if there is someone who's trying to fall asleep because someone is having a hard time, do not wake him or her up. That person might meet your Father. When I was attending True Father, receiving education from him, I actually met True Father spiritually, amazing True Father spiritually. So truly, when you're really tired, when you're really having a hard time, right at that moment, it's easier for you to receive work of heaven. Last week, Kwonsungu's Cheonwon Special District, in his words, his title of his sermon was, "What are you doing there?" As he prepared Hundoke, he couldn't sleep, and he attended early morning Hundoke, the special Cheonwon Special District leader. And no matter how, so his spirit came out from his body, and that spirit, evil spirit, was stuck at the ceiling. And True Father, upon looking at the evil spirit, he said, "What are you doing there?" And upon looking at that dream, that became his motto of his life to live on. And anyways, our brother Park Bo-sun had amazing spiritual experience, and also as he was receiving blessing again, he was able to meet your Father again. As he deep-rooted his faith, he could not live a military life just as a regular life that he would have lived in the past. So as he became the small leader, as he knew the mother's heart, he didn't change his heart, and as soon as he completed his service, he joined 16 spirituality workshop. And as he resonated with True Mother's heart, he shared testimony with tears. If he lives on with such heart, I'm certain that he will become a very precious person. So even the time when he received the blessing again, second blessing, he was able to talk to True Father. During the vigil, he heard Father's voice. You joined the spiritual workshop, but if you're acting like this, what should I be? What can I say to people? So he told True Father, "I will work as a public leader. Please find me the right match. If you cannot find one, I will not walk the path of public life." After having this dream, then right after the day after this dream, he received an email to connect with his current wife. So the prayer should not end as I report this, but sometimes you should call out heaven strongly, like our brother Park Bo-sun. Sometimes it's not bad to, pray as if you're complaining to them. Like Moses, "I cannot go there. How can I lead people of Israel and bring them to Egypt?" And at that time, heaven gave him the three great power, great authority, and he said, "Go. Can't you go now?" And heaven is trying to persuade him. So those who are able to where heaven will go down and persuade that person. So all of you must have heaven's heart, Cheonshim, so that you can become someone whom heaven wants to persuade. You must speak, you must offer prayer, you must walk the path of public official. Even if you say, I cannot go, heaven will show you the power. Heaven will try to persuade you. Even though I give you this power, can't you go? So all of us must offer prayer and devotion so that we can stand at such a position. So with this heart, our brother Park Bo-sun, if he offer prayer and devotion, his name is one letter different from Park Bo-hee. If he makes amazing work of heaven, I'm certain that he will do amazing job in the future. So all of us, when we ask others, how did you live your military service life in the military? You must, our second, third generation must try to set a standard where you can boast about what you did in the military service. And before you enter, our second, third generation in Korea must attend spiritual workshop so that they can be prepared. So heaven will ask you, what have you done when True Mother is having a difficult life? And all of us must put all our body and heart into our practice to live for True Mother, so that we can tell heaven that we have done this, so and so for True Mother during this difficult time that True Mother is facing. So let us not fall apart. This song is given to us, a 39th song from Hyojinim by the 2Modu project. Let us not fall apart. True parents, we found true parents, and how hard how miraculous it is for us to find them. So if we fall apart from true parents, then we're basically dead. So even at the brink of death, we must cling on to true parents, and only then we can revive ourselves. So our Korean workshop trainees, as they sang this song, they were able to resolve themselves through this song. And our brother Kim Jin-chun, Cheonil Constitution Department Director, shared a report or lecture on the topic of vision of heaven for our True Mother. And he said that True Mother, he told us that True Mother prepared Constitution of Cheonil to prepare for our future. And now that we see it, that Constitution was the fence to protect our True Mother, the fence to protect our true family. That's one thing that I truly realized. So our True Mother, before she went to the detention center, is that Kim Jin-chun brother must. Kim Jin-chun, our brother, said that we were thinking of finishing at year 2027, but True Mother said we must hasten that time and accomplish this sooner. So we must be able to become individual, family, tribe, churches that could govern the world centering on Cheonil Constitution. The day has come to us. So centering on, when you look at True Parent's words, it reveals how important True Parent is.
양성만으로 안 된다. 남성격만으로 안 된다. 종교의
The Creator God is not only masculine Father being in relation to the world of all things and humankind. You must clearly understand that there are both Heavenly Father, Heavenly Mother, and that life came into being through them together. The perfect of religion and perfection of humankind cannot be achieved by only one aspect. Unless all the humankind receives the Mother of the Universe, there can be no salvation. You must clearly know this divine essence of God and walk the path to become one with God. And you were able to realize this content through our Seobogyong, our sister. She's been bullied for 5 years. She's been struggling spiritually. You do remember her story before? She attended spirituality workshop as she joined spiritual academy. On the 44th day, when she attended vision, suddenly a spirit that committed suicide came into her body, and she repeatedly saw that person's suicide. moment. So there was someone who was screaming, and I'm certain you saw someone, people bringing her to other place. And in my head, the water dropping at the bathtub was keep on coming into our head, and I was so scared. But I tried my best to cling on to Heavenly Parent, find Heavenly Parent. For 2 days, I heard those sound of water dropping, and I still saw people dying. That person dying. I couldn't sleep well. And on May 22nd, during Cheonshim Won vision devotion at the first half, the water dropping, sound of dropping water came to me that I could not bear, and I smelled the smell of the blood, and I started to see that spirit who committed suicide. So quickly I was moved to special prayer room with the coordinators, and at that time she was screaming so loudly. My body, although my body was in the special prayer room, but my mind was kept in the place where that person who committed suicide, that person died. And at one moment, that spirit was keep on putting me into that cold water, and that experience, the sensation that I felt was not just imagination, but it truly felt. I could feel the fear that was greater than what I would feel in reality. So the spirit who committed suicide, that person will be stuck in that moment of suiciding for 100,000 infinite years until that person is liberated. And one of the coordinators told me that there should be something strange in the room. And truly, when I searched for it, I saw a small figure of True Mother there. But True Mother looked very vaguely, and she was about to disappear. So I didn't want to lose True Mother, so I desperately shouted, "Mother, Mother!" And at that moment, True Mother reached her hands out and said, "Your mother is here. Your mother has always been with you. Come with me." So finally, I was able to hold on to True Mother, and finally, I was able to be liberated from that spirit. But now I think about it. At that moment, the person shouted, "Mother," was not just me. That spirit was also calling out for the mother desperately. The spirit was calling out mother because she missed so much of her mother. So when I reached my hand to mother, I could truly feel that True Mother is my mother. And from that moment, I could not stop myself about shedding in a lot of tears. And when I held on to True Mother's hand, that spirit, as if he never came into my body became at ease, and I felt very safe that I didn't lose my True Mother, and I could feel that spirit also went well by holding on to True Mother's hand. And since that day until today, which has been 130 days, I have been living without any problem. 아주. This is truly amazing. Even the spirit that committed suicide found the True Mother, and our sister Seobugyeong also found True Mother, her mother. So when you go to spirit world, when you look at Christians talking about the heaven, the young children were with angel, and that they said that there's a heaven of the angel. But for young children, their heaven is not with angel, but with their mom, their mother. Who is the truest mother of the heaven? Truest mother of heaven is our True Mother. So after experiencing such amazing thing, someone who I hated training center, I hated Cheonshim Won, but now I have changed. Now I start asking people to offer devotion at Cheonshim Won. I ask dormant members to come to the events that we hold, and Cheonshim Won became a place that I cannot lose. So
죄송했습니다 하고
So I am truly sorry that I blamed true parents during the hardest time of my life. So upon hearing this kind of testimony, do not just let it slip. Truly, you must realize that true mother is great. It's amazing.
57개 한국의 연소를 묶어서 지구 대개벽 책을 냈는데 그 책 안에 이런 내용이 있잖아요.
There's a book about of speech that collected 55 speeches of something.
우명성은 소의 울음소리입니다.
우명성 means cows crying. Have you ever heard cows crying? It sounds just like how Previgung is. So calling out 엄마, mother, is like the cows calling, cow's voice. So when you cry out crazily to call out to mother, that is a place where you can be saved, and that place is Cheonshim Won, the sound of prayer. So in this place, it's not coincident that we call out 아버지 어머니. Before I came to training center, after 찬양, when we offer prayer, I often call out 아버지. I didn't call out 어머니 before. When I did 찬양 역사, we said 역사, work. We only thought about absolute good spirits. And our God of 찬양 역고이, as she called out 역사, work. But we realized that resurrection is not done through absolute good spirits, but resurrection can only be done when true father's love and mother's love meets. So as we offer 찬양, we must call out 아버지 어머니 and do 찬양. And lastly, at last moment, father's love and mother's love comes into my heart, and through true parents' love, we can inherit true life and true lineage. For such inheritance can occur, we must call out 아버지 어머니 desperately during 찬양. So all of us